Hi, it's Hazy. Right, remember the other day we made the collage. I don't know whether you made it with me, but never mind. But I made this collage from strips of paper by cutting them with scissors rather than, and using old scraps as well, rather than tearing it or. And also I added some rubber stamps to some of the lines as well, and added a bit of dauber, brown dauber all over it as well while we were doing it, and also just to give it a bit of a vintagey feel there. And I did some rubber stamps as well with some nice did a rubber stamp actually with a few nice little words. I've got this rubber stamp I just stamped on it, and and washi tape. Give you a bit of washi tape there with that. These are my papers I've designed over the years. Flowers and odd bits, like doodling, and then just colouring it in. And some marbling as well. So, and some, I made that from messing about with a printer, and Word as well. And so I thought I'd make a little booklet with it and show you how to use the staples, which is pretty good. Oh, I forgot about my other page. I did this page earlier. I thought this would be nice as a first page. I got a rubber stamp thing today from China. So it was only about, something was like £2 something, and I've got some stamps. I just stamped it. I thought I may as well use that as a page, so I cut it out. Oh, this is 8 along there by 6. I cut it with my thingy, guillotine, and so what I was going to do is make this one, and then I was going to make another one as I was chatting. So there we go. Right, so what you do is, did I show you all the pieces? It comes to pieces. You've got the base, the magnet, and then the staples. And I have got staples in there. Oh, I've got purple staples in this one. That'd be nice. So this one is excut. That's what the X and the C is. And this one is paper fuel. I got the paper fuel one from Amazon. I think it was Amazon. Sure, it's Amazon. And this one was from a local stationers, where they obviously probably sell excut. I think excut is like a what do you call them things? Like a, what do you call it? like Sizzix and all that. Sizzix, I've got a Sizzix machine. I think it's either manual cutter or you can do it electronically. I'm not sure. But anyway, here we go. Let me show you how you do this. Now, what I normally do, and this is very useful, having a line down there, because I inked the line down there. Can't quite tell whether that is exactly the middle. It should be. But I can, if you can see the middle, now you put the base underneath. You've got to try and make sure your papers are together like that. I haven't got anything to keep them together, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I put them all together. I can't see anything I can use from here. But unless I did have something earlier, I thought, I could. Oh yeah, what I've got magically appeared. This that's as if by magic. It was something from children's television years ago. I can't remember what it was now. Somebody might be able to remember for me. Right, so as if, that's it. Mr. Ben. Used to have a children's TV programme called Mr. Ben, and it was as if by magic the shopkeeper appeared, and he used to go off into all these worlds in different costumes. It's not like a bit like a businessman, not the sort of person you'd expect that sort of thing to happen to. But anyway, this is what I'm doing. It's got magnets. Can you see that? It's got magnets. So you put the either side of that, and I'm putting it's got little. You see the little arrows. so you know that you, well, hopefully, I mean it doesn't always work, but you've got them in the middle. I haven't got my, so I'm not going to remove the stapler if it doesn't work. It doesn't really matter, but it works. I think it's pretty good. Right, there's so one staple's in. Can we see that? Yeah. And let's go over to the other side where I'm going to put this on the other side, so we get 2 staples to make a little booklet. That you can move it. Did I show you that last time? I don't know. Move it down into position like that, and put the stapler part on top. Right, that should, I mean it looks like it will, that should go nicely into the middle. You can adjust it slightly. You've got to do it really well, you know, nicely in the middle, and again there. So I take this off, and oh look, it's not really in the middle there. I take this off and fold it. I knew that would happen, but never mind. And let's have a look. That's the way I like it. And you've got a nice little booklet now to put in your junk journal. That's perfect. It's all raggedy like a little junk type journal. Now I'll show you the, let me see if I can find, sorry about this. I'm just trying if I can find the, oh it's upside down anyway. Just see if I can find the pocket. There it goes. Or I can put it in just to show you what you can do. Ignore these. Ignore that. There it is. Right, can you see this? No, of course not. You can put it in like that. And another one, or a journaling card, but I'm going to make another one in a minute. Just to show you. That's a pocket. So these are collaged as well, but I thought I'd make a nice pretty one, and it's made it like a shabby chic, grungy, isn't it? Grungy sort of, not shabby chic, not really, a grungy sort of look there. Well, I quite like that because it's stuff I did, but years ago. I've done them over the years. These papers. And I did that one actually very recently, the other day. did all the writing and the that on there. So let's have a go at doing another one then. Right, where's my other paper? Right, here it is. So I've got another one there, completely not inked up or inked round. Inked up. It always makes me laugh when they say inked up. You don't ink it up, you ink it round. Right. Well, some people do say ink round, don't they? Right. So I've got my little scoreboard thing. Little, big. It's a 12 by 12 inch one. Now that's about, it's just under 8 inches. So I'm going to move it slightly across so it's slightly from the edge. Slightly there, and hopefully if I put it down the 4, you can fold it either way, you don't have to fold it. You've got fold it like this, and there's my little, you get that with it as well. And this one's by Vasson Creative and Score Easy, but you can get access, people have different ones. This was about £20 or something, or £19 something. Anyway, I think it's pretty good. You also get with this a envelope maker, which is quite useful actually. I've used it, but you have to. I do not get the measurements. I don't know if anybody else knows how to do it, but I don't get the measurements. I just work it out myself because it says on there paper size, and then it makes a square. Yet the card size is 2 times 3.5. So I don't get that. I don't know what they do. What they do there. So I love the way the camera suddenly shot down. It's trying to have a good look, but I think it missed it. Anyway, that's the scoreboard. I've also got some papers. I've already folded these, haven't I? I don't know how I folded those. I probably when I fold papers, what I normally do is get them at the corner, like this. Get them at the corner, make sure the corner's straight, and then fold so far down, and then turn it over and get the corner there and fold that, and it usually joins up. It usually does. I mean, then you have to just check if it's not. Anyway, what it's going to show you is what it's going to do. Ink round, ink up. Let's have a look. I was thinking earlier of what to talk about, because I like to have a chat about me and my life. No, I've told you about the cats. I've told you a lot about the cats, haven't I? And I've also, right, this is what I'm going to do, because it's really good if you ink that up along the middle there and ink around the edges and ink around. And here we go around the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Right, and here, and my family know I'm mad anyway, so don't worry. They're always on about it. So I'm just, goes with the name really, doesn't it? There we go. And we're going to ink round. We can also put a bit of ink in the middle there as well. What I was saying is about the cats. I've already mentioned the cats. I've already mentioned, I think, all the cats that now we've done. So, and I don't know if you've ever been interested, but we decided to have our DNA done a few years ago. Well, 2 years ago actually. And thought that was quite interesting. The DNA doesn't change, but the technology changes. So, oh, that's gone quite nice, that hasn't it? Got little creases, gone brown in the creases, which is nice. Right, so let's have a different colour. Oh, have I got a different colour door, Brandy? Let's have a look. I've got a... no, we don't want that. Yes, I was inking up with walnut stain. Anyway, DNA thing was quite interesting. So, oh, we've got a green. Yeah, we've always got a green, because green is, well, it's not my favourite colour at all. My favourite colour is actually red and yellow. I like red, yellow, blue and purple. They're my colours. But I've done quite a lot of green in that journal, wherever it is now. Anyway, so we did our DNA, which was really interesting, because my husband got nearly 100% English. It says English and Northwestern Europe he got, which we thought was really odd, because it says I've definitely got German in me, I've definitely got this. Anyway, it does update, so we got oh dear, what am I doing? I'm sorry about that. It does update, and we have been updated 3 times. I did quite like the first one, because I got a lot of Scandinavian. I thought, oh, Scandinavian, well, that's why I'm so tall then. So, but it's not actually. I don't think it is. I think my great grandma was very tall. You know, not very many people are tall in my family, apart from me. But my great grandma was. I could see my great grandma was, because there's photographs of her in the early 1900s, when she died in 1928, age 60 something. So she was born, I think she was born 1864. Anyway, so I don't think of this. I have. And let's think. So the bugbear green on it, so I've got turquoise now. I'm always doing this, don't worry. And it changes back eventually if you've done it. Right, so I'm going to put some turquoise on the other side turquoise that I've made. Not turquoise really, it's a cross between, sorry, pine needles and what I've just been using, salty ocean. I was telling about the great grandma. I've seen a photograph of I know that my mum says her dad was about 5'10". She didn't know him very long because he died when she was 7. And his dad's probably about the same because I've got a photograph of them. And the grandma, the great grandma, is just about as tall as them. So she must be about 5'9" or so. 5'9", 5'10" as well. So I thought that was really interesting. I thought, wow, now I know I'm so tall. My mum's sister doesn't agree. She thinks she wasn't tall at all. But she hasn't seen I don't think she's seen the photos. I'll have to show her if I can get a hold of them. I don't know where I've seen the photographs. So anyway, shall we do a bit? Oh, quite nice that turquoise. Look, it did turn out quite turquoise. Look, if you mix, shouldn't do that really, but never mind. Let's have a different colour. Let's have a pinky one. Right, so my DNA came back originally as quite a lot Scandinavian, about a quarter Irish, which I expected, and what else was it? Germanic, and obviously English. And I've got sometimes if you've got a lot of concentrated DNA, it comes back with a place, and mine came back as southern, right down south of Ireland, which I expected. That's where my dad's family's from. So, yeah, look. So, I'm not really going to put anything on these pages, I don't know. I did do some rubber stamping on the other ones and things like that. Where's my pink? Let's have it. Oh, yeah, there's a nice one here. Look, Victorian velvet. I got that. That's quite a nice pink. So it's quite interesting finding all that out. And then they changed it, and I lost. What did I lose? I lost the Scandinavian one. I thought, no, I lost that. And they put me like 74% English in Northwestern Europe. I thought, okay, fine. But now, this time, I've gone to 59, back to 50, this is what I was originally, 59% English in Northwestern Europe. And I've got a lot of Scottish. I can't have more Scottish than, there's probably more Scottish than Irish. I thought, I haven't got more Scottish than Irish, no way. Unless my dad's family came, I know that we moved all over. I've also got Scandinavian back, which was quite interesting. Scandinavian, it actually comes up with Norway. Yet my mum, who also had it done, came up with, hers has come up with Swedish. And I didn't get Swedish at all. Got Norwegian. Does explain my eyes. I think if we come from Norway, we come from right up north, because I've got quite narrow eyes. Sounds evil, doesn't it? Narrow eyes. But you know what I mean, like, I don't know, like, sort of like Asian. I'm not sure exactly. Perhaps I came across from the North Europe originally or something, you know, like, I don't know, some people from, so I've also got brown eyes, which is unusual probably. So I thought I might come from somewhere like, yeah, I did think, because my grandma family from Ireland, my dad's family, I thought I'd come up with Spanish, but although my cousins did, from on that side, they come up with Spanish, but I didn't get that. That's not fair. I thought, oh, people say I look Spanish. Some people say, oh, you look a bit Spanish. I was quite disappointed, because it's nice to have a bit of exotic in your family. Anyway, so that's all. That was quite interesting. My mum came up with quite a lot of English the first time as well. She is like 91%, but I think they've put her. She's got quite a lot of Scottish now, so that's quite interesting. Shall I have a look? I'm not sure if I've. Sorry about this. Not sure if I've got. I didn't plan to do any, but I have got something else to show you soon. Let's see if we're still recording. Are we still recording? We are. Oh, we've got 20 minutes. Yeah, so we have done 20 minutes of, because this just surprised me how quick it goes. Right, let's have a look. I'll do one of my little, that looks a bit, I don't know where this one's gone. I only got it today. And I've got some stamps as well. I thought we could have some perhaps coloured stamps on the corners or something. Oh, there's a $10 thing there. Oh, the $5 gone as well. £5. £5 gone. Right, let's get our. Oh, that one's gone. Never mind, we don't want that one anyway. Let's do a different one that we had this morning. Right, so, where are we? Let's have a nice blue one to match the to match not the pink. Actually, I could have done that on the turquoise, or not covered. Don't do this properly, do I? Never mind. Could you see that even? Oh yeah. Right, let's put that up. Let's have that in the corner. Right, I find it easy to do it this way round when I'm doing these other stamps. Just fasten it down. And also, oh yeah, not bad. That looks quite nice actually. That's very lovely blue, isn't it? That's the sort of blue I do like. That sort of nice blue. And then I'll do a different one. Let's make it turquoise. And go. Oh, let's have a different one. No, let's make it turquoise. Let's have a different one instead. I need to find them. It's 50 cents. I think it's 50 cents. I think these came from. I think they originally came from China, which was they're always quite cheap from China. We just have to wait ages. Man, didn't have to wait that long actually. Oh look, I've done it that way around. Probably is it gonna work? Oh yes, it did work. Just to confuse me there. That's quite nice. So you've got some little journal writing space here. I thought it'd be quite nice to ink round the pages. Let's have something in the middle. Let's have some Victorian velvet to match that page. Did manage to do it in the end. Let's get some Victorian velvet. I'm going to try it this way around, see if it does work. I'm finding it. Look at me halfway down the board there. So my husband's turned out as, I think he's got, I can't remember now how many she's got, but he was originally like 99% or 98% English. And Norway one. Norway stamp. Yay, Norway. I didn't even know that. Norway, that's not Norse, I think. Norway. So that's great. Oh, it's got a polar bear as well. So yes, because their country, the country of Norway, goes all. I saw it the other day because I was watching a programme about when the Nazis took over Norway and found it quite difficult with the fjords to defend it and all this. Well, that was quite interesting. So well, that was a very interesting programme because I didn't know that actually. I didn't know they took over Norway. I know they took over France. Very, very interesting. It's all in the past, but It's just history. It's not, oh, that one's quite, I like that one, but it's upside down. Never mind. Yeah, so do you see that? That's upside down. Papers, believe, promise and all that. And not so much on that one, but still, it will make a nice little book. And I'm going to show you again. I use my, excuse me, I'll try again to use my, I need more pages. Let's have a look what I've got here. I've got this that I dyed earlier. Let's have a look. I don't think it's... Right, what I'm going to do is fold it. Because I know this is less than half. It's quite thick paper though. So I'm only going to use one. Let's have a look. But we're going to cut... Oh, that's a bit more than half. I thought it was less than... Oh yeah, of course it is. 6. So that's slightly more than half because it's A4 paper and that's 11 point something inches. 11.7. I don't know. Look, what we can do is measure it on there because I've got inches on here. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's less than that. Useless, aren't I? Right, and everybody's going yes. Okay, my family will. If you don't. No danger there. Right. So I'm going to cut along there. Probably cut the wrong line. It's somewhere like this, and it's all cut. I mean, I can tear it, but I've already cut the other ones with the guillotine. Which is the biggest. That's the biggest, I think. So we'll move that one. It doesn't matter, and I think it's less. This is just a bit more than 8 inches because our paper is. I know we've got American people looking, haven't we? So thank you. Thanks to my daughter's friends. There we go. I've got a son living in America anyway. Let's have a look. Let's do this. I'll just cut it there. It doesn't matter if the other papers stick out, does it? And, oh yeah, I've got other things to show you, so I'm going to try and quickly do the and using any colours that we've got. That's ink. That's built onto the paper earlier. I've got something to show you to do with also what I did promise you to show the other day. Did I finish telling you about? Yeah, my mum. Yeah, I've got a bit of Germany in there still. Okay, so that's come back. And well, I'd like a bit of France because I love speaking French. I've got to think about speaking. I absolutely love it. I'm better at speaking French than I am understanding it. I think anyway. I love pronouncing it because you can. I notice that people don't. Sometimes if they pronounce in French, don't do the accent. You've got to sort of do a French accent to pronounce French. So I love doing it. So I love reading. If you've got instructions or something, I read them in French. Just for fun. Even though I can understand a bit. But I'm probably better. Which is probably not... What am I showing you this properly? It's probably not what a lot of people do. 29 minutes? Oh, it's 29 minutes. Oh. But anyway, I'm going to show you this quickly again, like I showed you before. This is brilliant. I'll do the black stapler now. And this one I always find isn't so... Well, I thought wasn't so good. And this one, I think it's got blue staples in it. So, yeah, if you can remember, the other one had lovely purple staples. So I've got colours that even fit coloured staples, which is nice to fit the 26 6. I don't know what it is anywhere else, but that's what we say. Right, so here we go. Let's put this. This is actually going to magically. So I've got my line there, and that goes on the line, and the arrows are pointing to on the line. And let's see if it's sort of ish on the line. It doesn't matter because you'd fold it anyway. Oh no, sorry, wrong one. Oh yes, that worked. I didn't say it's brilliantly in the middle, but it worked. And let's have a look, see if I can get that in the middle. It is quite good in the middle, really. Just me being you know, right. That's the way around it's going to be, because it's got the writing. We've got one of the stamps to start with. Oh, it's a little interesting writing. Got plenty of writing space in here. You can write your weekend in that. Your interesting week. It could be a very interesting weekend. And all the things you've been doing. Right, and we'll add this, and then I'm going to show you my other thing. Yay! That I've done right there. Oh, did I take that other one out? It's there, right. This is actually from my other pockets, but I just thought I'd show you. Let's have a look. Am I in there? Nah, there you go. Right, so I've put that one in there. And I've got a matching one. Obviously, the other one I did to go in there. I've not inked so much on that one, actually. So that's not so grungy chic, but it doesn't matter, does it? Grungy chic, what am I talking about? Grungy, I don't know. Anyway, I did that sort of thing as well. That's not the same as I did the other day, but I've done that on another video. But anyway, that goes in there. They go in there, side by side. You can do a week and a weekend. Anyway, I'll just show you what else I was doing right now. I did say that the other day when I did that I've just done the collage, that I should have stretched it then. I should have stretched the paper for something. Was it the collage? I don't know. It's something like that. Anyway, look, hold on. Let me show you this. Right, so I did stretch the paper. You know, like normally I said you can stretch it for watercolours. And I'm surprised people don't do it because they're always complaining how their paper always crinkles when they do things. Well, I've stretched the paper. That is copy paper, and if I put theoretically, if I put wet, is this camera moved again? Theoretically, if I put this wet on wet, it would crinkle the paper. Copy paper. This is thin. This is 80 GSM, which is an I don't know what it is, 20 grams, I think, or something, a bit more than that. I've got some American paper, and it's 75 GSM, and it says 20 on it. So anyway, that is absolutely smooth. And this one I did as well. I did two, because I was thinking of putting it together and doing a collage, but this one didn't turn out quite so well. But it's not because of it didn't work. It's because I've obviously done that slightly wrong there. I've put the thing in. What you do is, it's easy. I wasn't there because I did this at college when we did like watercolour paper, and I think I wasn't there for that day. I can't remember why. But anyway, when I came back, everybody was stretching paper. I thought, and so I didn't really do it then. So I thought, I'm not doing this because I didn't know how to do it. Stubborn, and I wasn't shown. But anyway, I think one of my friends did show me. And all you have to do is get this brown is, where is it? Where are we? Oh, this brown is gummed paper, and it's called gummed paper, and it's on a roll, and I got it from my art shop. I got years ago. It's not expensive. I don't think it doesn't seem expensive. And what you do is you wet everything. Wet your paper with a sponge. If you've got a sponge, I couldn't find my sponge, so I used kitchen roll. You know, this sort of stuff. It's not that exactly, but this sort of stuff you use in your kitchen. For wiping up spills and things like that. And I used that all over. And then I wet the gummed paper and stuck it round the edges. Look at this, I'm sure this camera's slipping. If it is, excuse me, won't you? But so it's quite amusing really, isn't it? I mean, I haven't got a brilliant place to put it, that's probably why, but never mind. Yeah, I think that's probably in a better position now. So oh, I've got the staples now stuck to my metal. I don't know if you can't see that actually, but that was actually stuck. Yeah, so that's what I did, and it stretches the paper. You do get smaller paper because you don't get this, but if you do put collage on this, you can stick it over. I think you should be able to stick it over this gummed paper anyway. I'm going to try it one day, but I thought I'd show you that because I thought that was quite interesting. So I didn't know that you could do that with copy paper. And so it's dried smooth. It was all crinkly. And it did take, oh, and you put it on a board as well. If you've got board of any sort, even a wooden tabletop. This is probably melamine, whatever it is. Or something like that, I think. I don't know what it's made from. We don't look at the other side. The other side, look. I couldn't put it on that side because I thought, well, I can't really show everybody that, could I, on the camera? And I've also got the other ones just as bad. These have had for years, these boards. Oh. It's got things stuck everywhere. But this side, it's lovely, look. Beautiful. No, nothing on it much. Oh, there's a bit. I've done a bit of rubber stamps there. So I've probably used it for stamping. Anyway, I thought I'd show you them. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use this, and I'm going to prove, I don't know if I can prove, but I'll try and prove that stretching paper does work. It's worth it if you don't want crinkled paper when you're doing something like a collage or a masterboard or something. Because I did that masterboard yesterday, and it was like the little wavy lines. Anyway, if you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe and share. And like and like my video. Here we go, I've put my arm around this. And I do hope you liked the things I've made to show you, and the ideas. I've got slightly different ideas, hopefully, like stretching of the paper. I thought that was slightly different, and also the staple anywhere staples. I mean, they weren't expensive. I'm sure you can get hold of them. I mean, I did, and I'm very, think, oh, where do you get hold of this? And I can't get hold of it, but not hold of it. And so I thought I'd just show you those two things that, I think they're quite unique. Quite unique. You can't say quite unique, by the way. You can either say it's either unique or it isn't. So anybody, that's what my English teacher told me anyway, in college. Anyway, thanks very much, and please, I've already said it, subscribe to my channel. And I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.